Hello friends and welcome back to Sakura Swim Club. Where we left off, we promised these two beautiful ladies that we would see them the next day. So let's jump into it. Okay. Alright, it's agreed on. Until next time. This might be a shorter episode, I'm not sure. It might be like 15 minutes, I really don't know. That was a lot different to what I was expecting. That's why you need to have a look at things for yourself. Other people can easily mislead you. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I set a setting by the time I made it back home. This isn't exactly how I expected my first day to be. I thought it was going to be the same old and boring beginning. You got a nice house, dude. Like, I'm only seeing one room, but that's a nice house. Can I live there? I thought it was going to be the same... Oh, I did that. Introduce yourself, join a club, make friends, do study. But it's gone far more differently than I thought it would. I've already made 2 new friends and 2 new love interests at the same time. And they're going to teach me how to swim. Do I really want to become a swimmer? Maybe not, but I think that they need me. I don't want their club to close. They seem to love swimming, especially in their skimpy outfits. So I'll have to wait and see how this works out. I have to think more about these rumors, though. Judging from what I saw, they were desperate for new members. Of course, that would be a given, since practically everyone else discourages anyone from joining the club. Isn't it a wonder that they're down to only 2 members? So what exactly happened for things to end up that way? No one seems to want to talk about it. A distinct sound echoes through my apartment, cutting my idle thoughts. Who was phone? Is it gonna loop? What phone rings once? I already know who it is, but I don't want to answer the phone. That's a long pause for phones. Even if I ignore it, though, it's going to keep ringing. They'll presume something happened if I don't answer. Now here comes the moment I dread. Hey, Dad. His familiar masculine voice echoes through the phone. Hello, son. Just checking in to see how you're doing. Judging by the tone... I'm just checking in to see how you're doing. Judging by the tone of his voice, he's nervous. What's wrong? It's just that I rang earlier, but you weren't there. I was kind of worried about how your first day went. Don't worry, I was just a bit late getting back home, that's all. Well, it's good to hear that you're fine. Fine is a very relative term for me. How was it, by the way? He immediately goes for the kill. I can hear the anxiousness in those words. Is this school any better? He desperately wants to hear a yes. It practically means the world to him right now. Fortunately, I don't have to lie to him about it. Yeah, I don't mind this one. What about friends? Have you made any new ones? His tone is a lot less grim, but still, it stings every time he asks that. But I don't dare say anything. 2 women I met at the swimming club. They're pretty nice from what I can tell. Swimming club? The tone of his voice completely changes. What's wrong, Dad? Oh, nothing. It's just that, do you really want to do swimming? Why wouldn't I want to do swimming?
There's plenty of other clubs at that school. I checked it out myself. I just don't see you as a swimmer, that's all.
Yeah, but Dad, there's 2 busty women there. You'd be a fool not to join this club.
So, would you consider doing anything else?
Not really. Those clubs are boring.
I see. Anyway, you said you made new friends.
He's changing the subject. I'll just go with it.
If they're women too.
Every single time. What father would care what gender a friend is? That doesn't make any sense. It's a little early to be planning anything like that, Dad. I can hear him scoff at that.
Don't be ridiculous. It's never too early.
Oh, so he's just too excited thinking that it's going to be marriage. I thought he was, like, upset that Kate is making female friends. I have a lot of female friends. Ain't nothing wrong with having female friends. My throat hurts.
Your mother and I met in middle school, after all.
He always likes to bring that up whenever he can. The 2 of them have been together for decades now. I think he's one of the few men to have truly achieved ideal love. Once again, I live in his shadow.
There's nothing wrong with thinking about what sort of future you can have, Kate. You never know if there's a cute woman in it.
I know. I'm only in school, though. If I know my dad at all, he's definitely shaking his head right now.
That's the best time for romance.
I'm going to hear myself, because my voice is kind of covered by my phone.
It's before you get old and cynical, like me!
He laughs for a bit.
Anyway, I have to make this brief today.
Next time we talk, I'll promise to stay around for a bit longer.
Your mother and I have high expectations, Kate. I know that you'll do us proud.
Of course.
Until next time, Kate.
Later. The phone goes silent then. Yeah, Dad. I know you have high expectations. I just wish you would ask me if I wanted to be a prodigy. Every time we talk, I feel like you're on the edge of asking that question. But we always just barely avoid it. Why can't I just be myself? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Rays of light dance across my face. With great effort, I pull myself up. Shut up, kids! I stumble over the window, the light blinding me as I try to look out. My eyes eventually adjust. It looks like another sunny day today. Good morning, world! No one here to say good morning back. Someone's just gonna be standing in my room saying, "Good morning, Cade! I watched you sleep." These fucking kids are ruining my jokes. I like to pause for dramatic effect, and then you hear like these little twerps going, there's nothing I could do. Was I really expecting anything else, though? So, this is day 2. Seems to be going far faster than I was expecting. My curtains blow as strong wind howls through the window. Summer storms are supposed to be coming in today. I really hope that it isn't raining by the time I get home. Knowing my luck, though, it probably will be. Same, Cade. You should get together with someone named Seda. You should get together with someone named Seda from Fire Emblem. You two have very similar names. If I didn't have to run myself ragged to get to school on time, I didn't have to. But as I reach the front gate of school, I can't help but notice someone standing at the gate. Well, I'm going to assume that it's Mako, or whatever the M name was. Oh, it's Hiromi. Fancy seeing you here, Cade. everyone goes through this gate eventually.
全員が全員ここから入るっていうわけじゃないでしょ。
You done? Not everyone goes to this gate to get into this school, you know. You get the idea. It's not really special to see me here.
まあいいわ。おはよう。
Nonetheless, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you too. And I like to see the two girls there too.
ところで、あなたのことでちょっとした噂を聞いたわ。
So I heard a bit about you through rumors.
あなた、あの人の息子だって。
Are you really the son of who I think you are? Oh no, someone's already worked out who I am. Yes. What of it?
あなたって私が想像してた感じじゃないわね。
You done? Okay. You're not really what I would have expected. What were you expecting exactly?
あなたの父親がすごい人だっていうことはみんな知ってるわ。
Everyone talks about your father being larger than life.
卓越した才能と
Ex-
強力なカリスマ性を兼ね備えた人。
extremely charismatic and talented man.
あなたは全然違う。少なくとも私が見てきた限りではね。
You were quite different from what I've seen so far. Should I be the same as my father? I am me. That's all I want to be.
そうなの。わかったわ。
Alright, I see. She nods thoughtfully to herself.
今年だけで3度目の転校だそうね。
Oh, you're done? Is this the third school that you've transferred to this year? Yeah.
どうしてそんなに転校を繰り返すの？
Why do you move around so much? You know, I get a woman pregnant every school I go to, so they kick me out. That's no big deal. Not really my choice to. It isn't your choice. Look, I'm just gonna say this to you. My father has expectations. And I haven't been meeting those expectations. It's something I'd rather not talk about with a stranger. So please don't bring this up again, okay?
わかったわ。ごめんなさい。
Right, I'm sorry.
ただ興味があっただけなの。
I was just curious. I was just curious. Seems like she's sincerely sorry. It's hard to tell if they're going to be sarcastic or sassy or whatever. I don't know these people yet. It is really my own problem to deal with. So let's not talk about it.
ええ、わかったわ。
Okay, you got a deal.
ところで、今日の授業は楽しみ？
So looking forward to class today. If this wind weren't howling, I'd be happy as could be.
わかるわ。
I know what you mean.
いつも
On windy days like this, on these, I always have problems. Problems? Okay. The wind begins to howl even louder. Great gusts sweeps across the school's entrance. Hiromi tries to prevent her skirt from flying upward, but she completely fails. She leans forward and places her hands on the front of her skirt, only for the back of it to fly up, leaving me with an unobscured view. F the audience, for the rest of that matter, but she looks too young in that picture. And the first picture we saw of Hiromi, Hiromi? I think it's Hiromi. The first picture we saw of her, she was very blessed. So it's assumed that she's of legal age. But here she looks very young. Her face becomes a mixture of despair, panic, embarrassment, and horniness.
なんでよりにもよって今なのよ。
No, why now? Her stockings are overlaying laced white panties. They cling so tightly to her form. There's no room to imagine anything. It's all very plainly exposed to the naked eye. Wildly flailing all around her, Her skirt is completely flipped inside out. I prefer the other view. I'm a boob man instead of a man. She is the complete mercy of these winds. The wind only grows stronger too as the storm draws closer. You done? Why are you looking at me like that? What is wrong with you? I think she has bigger problems than what I'm doing. How are you so calm in a situation like this? She tries to cover herself, but no matter where she places her hands, the wind reveals something. I need to get out of this wind. Her eyes begin to dart all over the place, desperately searching for shelter in the storm. You done? Don't just stand there and stare. Help me. How am I exactly supposed to help her? But please, this is embarrassing. I can't handle it. For a split moment, she takes her hand away from her skirt. The result is what anyone could have expected. It completely flies up. No, not like this. She takes off, disappearing into the school. So that's why she doesn't like windy days. So wear underpants? I mean, she is, but like, wear short shorts or something so you can cover up your underpants or something. Somehow I get the impression she's not going to be leaving until the wind dies down. Dot, 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 dot. For most of the day, all I can do is stare at the clock. Now, as I said, this was probably going to be a shorter episode, but I'm actually going to stop it here, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you tomorrow. Jackass, out!